Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. I'm just making sure I'm on. So we'll be trading again today, the brand new beta testing, the brand new open strategy with a group of friends. So we're going to start that live trading in just a minute. Please read this disclaimer up here. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. These videos are just for entertainment and demonstration purposes only. So you should seek the advice of somebody you trust before you try to emulate any of this strategy, and trade in a simulator and make sure the strategy or any of the strategies we show here, for that matter, anywhere that you're watching or learning them from or reading them about, that they work for you first in a simulator. I highly recommend doing that. So today, guys, we're back with AMD again, and we are going to be trading the brand new beta testing strategy. So I do have some more information about what some of the other people are trading and what they're doing. We will be trading 500 shares today, which means you can afford that if you've made the pattern day trading rule and you have at least $25,000 in your account, and you can margin up to 4 times about that. So I'm going to go in right. I didn't have to change any of the older profit lines, so I'm going to go right into the strategy here so we can make sure we get that done before we start trading at the open. So the first thing you do is you make sure on the day chart that you have got the close of the previous day, which is right here, and you mark that level right down there, the close of the previous day right there, 179.59. If you look here and you go up to the right of my picture, you'll see C179.59. And then if you look right down here, when I go over that candle again, you'll see $6.80. So you divide that $6.80 by 2, $3.40. You subtract half of it from the close of the day, and you get the ATR low, and you add half of it from the close of the day, and you get the ATR high. That is our overall range, which often people will set their share size by, knowing that it might traverse the overall range, although hitting that overall range in the first 15 minutes, which is what the open strategy is set to trade, just from the open to 15 minutes on a 1-minute candle time frame. I have been working on the 5-minute, and it's interesting. Right now, we're all disregarding the 15-minute is just not working as well. I don't have the patience to wait for a 15-minute candle anyway. But we are working on another brand new strategy, which is something I might be able to share with you before the market opens every day. I know everybody's been asking for that. A new swing strategy that's been going really well. That's just my little teaser. So look forward to that. But right now we are focusing on this open strategy on the 1-minute charts. And so that's how you start. You get that right there. And then from there, you're going to mark your pre-market levels. So let's take a look at that. Because this basic strategy is you are trying to break, you're not even going in until the price action breaks the pre-market high or low. So you mark that pre-market high or low based, I just marked the last high a second ago, or the last one a second ago. So you go in from 7, if you look at the bottom of my screen, you can see the clock going along there. So that's 7:31, and I'm going to put that over to 7:45. Wait a minute, 9:15. What am I thinking? 9:15, which is right, just almost now, right there. So now you can see the high and low on the pre-market. So there's the low, and there's the high based on that time frame. So we don't start trading this strategy until the price action breaks either the high or the low, and that's our signal to go in. And then in between here is the average. Okay, so this is the average pre-market high-low range right here. That's the average of it right in the middle. Now, that didn't come into play on the last trading, and we are suggesting that there's different levels of how to trade this strategy, different levels of where you are in trading, that you can go in following the specific strategy that I'm going to show you today. I'm not going to do any advanced scalping, but for those that are into advanced scalping, there's no doubt you can use this strategy and then play the moves the other way, which has been so difficult, as you know, because that's usually the way that I trade. So this average mark is set for the more advanced trading, and that's one of the things that we were talking about this morning, because I was saying we should do away with this, and like no. There's different levels of the strategy, guys. So there's a large group working on this. So this is designed for the next higher level up. So now we know how to get our range right. And by the way, this layout I just made available for free in the last episode numbered before this one. And then also the scalping indicator down here is free. And then if you go to episode 83, there's a lot of free indicators, but we do need to start switching them over to Schwab. Most of those right now are for TD Ameritrade through Thinkorswim. They do not work on Schwab. So that's one of the things there. But anyway, so now we see the general range. Now, all this stuff you see in the middle here, all this blue and red and these arrows, this is my volume profile set for intraday. This is very important in this strategy as well as any 1 minute scalping strategy. So this is kind of a pioneered effect that basically on my channel, you'll see this, how this affects price action. I haven't seen anybody else. Nobody's found anybody else that basically shows what I show. I guess that doesn't mean they're not there. We just haven't found them yet. But I find this to be really, really helpful when this moves to kind of another indicator, another thing to give you an edge. Which way is the stock about to move short term based on previous movement? That's all. It's based on previous movement. Everything's based on something that already happened except the level 2. Okay. Now, nothing's really moving right now because we're in pre-market, but it'll start. Everything will start rocking and rolling here. So now we've got our pre-market marked. High and low marked when we would go in and out of a trade. We've got, if we're doing advanced trading, this is just one of the levels you look for. And just to finish that, there would be pivot. Right now, there's no profit taking inside here. What would end up inside the middle of here are pivot points. And if you've been watching me trade the RV strategy, some of the other strategies that we trade here, the other open strategy that we trade, you know that pivot points are highly important. And we're about to talk about those right now. So let me get into this. We'll open this up. So this is set for 5 days back. And I'm on the 5th day back right now. Let me just make sure that is true. Yeah, so this is the 5th. So I look for any place, and market, the strategy does, not me, any place where the stock has pivoted and turned around. So often you'll see, yeah, these lines are all going to left to right. I don't know why that's full going. I guess I just pulled it over further. It's on 5 days. It's not on 5 day. Let me just make sure, guys. Yeah, that's 5 day. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure it was, I'm surprised these are continuing to go, but usually they stop. They don't have the left continuing to go. But anyway, we only have a few minutes left, so let me move on here. So I'm marking wherever the stock has turned around, and you can see that here, different places here. They're not every single area is marked, but I try to catch as many. Well, that's a Fibonacci level there. There's also the Fibonacci level set up, but I'll get into that in a minute. So you've got the ATR, you got the pre-market low, ATR, pre-market high, right here under that close of day level. These are all levels that help you decide what you're going to do in this strategy. It's really not that difficult when we get into it. You'll see here. All right. And you can see how the pre-market average became a pivot point further back here. So it's interesting. I mean, we are going backwards, but you'll see if they're in red, that means you're going short, and it's an idea where you should take your profit because of the stock turning around and trying to catch them as they go across on multiple candles. You're trying to catch them. Kind of surprised they don't have that marked right there. Let me just mark that, guys. It's bothering me. Uh-oh. And we'll make that green. Just in case that happens to come into play going up today. And as you can see, you know, it's not really rocket science. There's a little subjectiveness to where these got marked, you know, but for the most part, they're not marked here. Like that's not marked there, but it's probably picked up somewhere. Again, I'm kind of surprised that's not marked either. Well, I mean, you don't have to mark every single line. Obviously, it gets to be more spaghetti than this. And these are guidelines. So now we're up to today. All right. So these are guidelines on, let's just go right here. I have this set for way too far back, right? Let me just make sure time axis. Yeah, 1,000. So I'm able to go. So let's just do that at like 20. Okay, there you go. So anyway, these are guidelines now. So I have a separate chart to set those up. That's where you would take profit as you start to trade. So if we're to enter here, our potential first profit taking is this. Our next profit taking is the Fibonacci. Our next profit taking is this. And it goes on and on and on. And the same thing if it goes down. Profit taking, profit on the fib, profit taking. And these are channels, ceilings and floors. If you know the RV strategy, make sure you get these books. There we go. We've still got a few minutes. This is market open. And we have a group here, and we're all going to be trading this strategy. What didn't I cover about this strategy? I just want to make sure you've got everything. So on this channel, there's all kinds of different things like how to build this, different layouts from scratch. If you watch that video, you could pretty much do a layout any way you want. And then I have different free layouts, complete layouts that you can import in on different video episodes, as well as all the custom scripts that you can import in, so it's kind of fun to use these. Now in this one, we're only really using the scalping indicator. We're not really using any other indicators unless you count a Fibonacci, theoretically, is an indicator. So I think we saw that on the 1 minute, right? Let me just reopen that. Where are the Fibonacci levels at? There it is. So you can see this line going across low and then highs over here, left to right on a 5-day. So that gives us other pivot points and lines here. So that's everything to set this up. And these arrows are kind of showing you like, hey, you might want to turn around here and look how respected they are. Look at why this isn't a bad idea to have these set up on your volume profile. Again, I do need to do, wow, it looks like it's going to go long today, huh, guys? It's already starting to break through the pre-market here. So now you want to wait for the first candle to close. And then basically the strategy is you wait for the break and then you take your profit. You might want to take it here unless it's already passed there or moving really quick. And then if it came back down again, you wait to get in until it breaks that. Then you get back in. You take your profit here. And if it keeps going, you can get back in again. But you take your profit as you hit these profit lines on market orders. You take your profit unless it's just spraying by it. Then wait for the next one. But if it starts to drop off, then get out because this is designed. This whole strategy is designed to give you a much better average overall of making a green day every day you trade. This is what we're trying to design at Day Trading for Success. Everything here is free. All we ask that you subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And that's how we technically would get any kind of monetization for the channel. Everything else completely free. So we're trying to have you make $100, $200, $300 a day, and maybe more. And we're trying to come up with strategies like the RV strategy is amazing. That's in Day Trading Volume 1. I recommend you buy. That's best-selling book. Again, Trading in the Zone, buy that book. Best Loser Wins, buy that book. And the Day Trading Series 1, 2, 3. You're pretty much covered if you buy those 5 books and then watch a lot of videos and reread those and reread those. The thing about the $1 Million Margin Club's books is they're workbooks. Okay, we only have a few seconds, guys. So they're a little different than Trading in the Zone and Best Loser Wins, but they're very helpful books. So I will be trading margin, and I do expect some kind of slippage here. So we will not go in on the first candle because this kind of action where it looks like it's going to go here and then it doesn't go there and then see, it went all the way down. Most people would have thought, let's go long, and then look what happens. This is why it's so dangerous. So it got stuck right there. Okay, now I'm looking like it might go short at the first break of that. Nope, it's going back up. It's just so hard to tell. It's such a crapshoot on the first candle, but you will see me react quickly based on the price action here. So I'm looking for 178.60 to be broke or 179 broken or 179, we'll call it 60. I'm looking for either of those to be broken with some sort of steadiness, and then I will take profit the second it hits one of those lines and then look to get back in. That's the strategy. Take your profit as it goes. Try to bank it so that you become a successful trader without taking huge risks. right? You're not taking huge risks. So if it goes the other way, you get out. I don't know what, oh, I got in. I got out at profit, 38 bucks. Okay, that happened way faster than I thought right there. I was like, ah. So now we'd have to wait for it to break that again. If it breaks that again, you'll see me there it goes. So I managed to squeeze 38 bucks. There was some slippage there, and usually you don't have to react quite that quickly, but that was entertaining. Got my blood up a little. I really thought, because that could have gone red by me misjudging this by a split second. So that's not the idea of this strategy. I just saw it and I did it, but that's why if you're really good with hotkeys, that's even better. Oh, so now we're going up. We wanted to break that line. It did. So I went in on a buy. I'm going to get ready to sell on the first profit I see hit up there. Almost. There it goes. I hit that. So I got to $238. Get ready to buy if it breaks through the next one. So, oh, man, I looked up. I should have grabbed that. It's too late. I missed it. Okay, so that's too bad. Wow. I really missed that play, guys. I looked up at everybody above me. This would have been a great trade that I missed. So I have to wait for the next time. I can't have to wait for it to pull back and break that. If I'm following the strategy, there it is. So if it starts to pop up again, I'm going to take it there. So I bought it there, and now I'm going to take profit again. I might let it slip by that. Yeah, I'm going to let it try to go to the top again and just see before I take profit this time. Uh-oh. I maybe should have taken it. Oh. Yeah. So, oh, man. So I lost it. Oh, boy, did I lose it. Wow. So this happens. I'm going to hold out. Okay, so technically, I should have sold right there. Technically. And then definitely technically again. It just happened almost so fast for me to react that I was just thinking about it. Should I do that? I don't know. So now I'm waiting, and now I got lucky because it came back, but I'm not going to let that happen to me again. So, and it just did. God, that's just too fast. That's just too fast right now, even for me on the market. That's just happening too fast to follow these profit lines. So it seems has indecision. So I guess I would put my get out position down here, and I'll end up being almost even money. Yep, that was definitely hard, and it's continuing to tell me that it's not, that I need to get out, and I'm not getting out. Oh man, really? Pull back up. Oh, okay, I got to get out. So I'm actually lost now. I lost money so far, so that was bad. I broke the pre-market, so that was that. So watching other people trade at the same time I'm trying to do this is not working well for me, and I didn't follow it exactly right. So I'm making this look a lot harder than it really is. It's not really this hard. Shouldn't be this hard. I blew it here. I looked on this one trade. I looked down, and then I think I tried to recover by not selling. I wanted it to go back up a couple times. I could have got a profit. I didn't. So now it's going back up. Got in a little late again. My first profit's there. Let's see if I can get green today. My God. You might see a red day from this new strategy. We're in beta testing. That's my excuse. I'm trying to figure out really how to solve this from happening for everybody else, because that was a little hard. So there's my first profit up there. If I want to take it, I'll be green again. You know, $100 isn't bad, but wasn't the idea. A lot of slippage going on. Okay, can that get all the way up there? One would tap that. If it taps that, I'm definitely going to get out. Come on. I can't take the chance. Okay. Then it goes. Yeah. It looked like it might drop off again really fast. I was scared. So theoretically, I should be getting back in again. Let me let it drop back down. If it drops back down and goes back up to one of those lines, then we're long again. It's going to come back up. That next green line, sort of like my new pre-market. There it goes. All right, so I'm going to try to get in again. Take profit somewhere up here. I'll take that. I think I got a little bit out of that. How are you guys doing? This is a little harder than first thought here. It broke it again. So now I'm going to go back up again. Now it's going the wrong way. It's going to go up to another profit. See, get up there. That's at 1.879. I'm at 55. I'm not going to let this go down a long way here. So 60, 64. I'm looking at the market maker more than the line. Okay, I'll take that. I think I just got $50 out of that, but it still was something. Yeah, I got to get in there, guys. It's continuing to go up. So, oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Should have sold. I should have sold. Because everybody, that happened to everybody. Everybody's just in shock that we didn't get out. I did not get out still. I'm waiting for that to spring back up. I mean, this is where my out really was. I looked at it, but I'm just like, woo, there's a few things, some few bugs to get out of here, because it was working just great, but that was so fast that even for me with hockey, I think if I wasn't looking around, I might have recovered from that. So I'm looking for this kind of action back. Oh my God, look at those candles, right? And with 500 shares, that's painful. So theoretically, I would have lost if I got out of here, and I would have got back in. If I got out where I should have got out, if I was fast enough, I should have got out like right there. Instead, I'm now holding, trying to recover what I lost, which I don't highly recommend people do, but it is coming back, thank goodness. So now can it break that? Yeah, I think I might take a lesser loss here. I don't want it to go all the way back down again. So, wow. 180.46 it's willing to give me there. Wow, it's dropping off again, guys. See this coming in, telling me it's going up, but that's not really how the strat. You shouldn't have to know that to make this strategy work. So this is not going to give people a lot of confidence right now. So, but you know, in the beta testing, we got to figure this stuff out. So you're in the messy part of this, and the fact that if I had gotten out right where I should have, then I should have been waiting for it to break this, and I'd still have 400 and something bucks right here. It just happened so fast. This just pulled down. So this is telling me that the stock's going to go down. So that's not good. That was just painful. I'm still kind of reeling from that. Now the point of control popped up for a second there. It's 55. I don't call that profit right now because of where I'm at, and that's a problem, because really that's profit taking. All right, that's a really good pattern to go up. So we're going to hang with going up. There's a lot of price action there. We're hanging through. So that would have been a next profit taking if I wasn't already in a negative zone. So is it going to bounce? Okay, so there we go. So now I can get green, but now I should wait for the trade I've been waiting for, which would be the next line, 181 up there. But man, see how fast this thing breaks off. I'm going to take that. I'm out. I saw this and I was like so happy that we're making money again. So, wow. So I would say if it breaks this, I can get in. If it breaks that, I get in again. That's the strategy. There it goes. So I broke that. I got in. Go, go, go. New high. Come on, baby. Get us some more money here. It's pulling back down. Not good. I'm going to get out now before it really hits me. I'll wait for it to break again. That's the right way to trade that move. I got flushed too quickly. So I made a mistake. It doesn't mean that the strategy's bad. I made a mistake by not getting out, and then I held it, compounded my mistakes. So, you guys know how it is. It's just hard to be perfectly trading. And I did think it would rebound, but you're not supposed to think that will happen and pray that will happen. You're supposed to trade the strategy exactly. I should have been out of position down here waiting for the next breakthrough, but I wasn't. I stayed. It was the first mistake that got me right here. And then I was stuck in this position. But you really shouldn't be stuck. You should be getting out and just taking a big loss, which I didn't do but then I wouldn't have got it back, right? Because yeah, you would have gone in right here. So I would have got most of it back had I done it right. You don't have to wait for it to break up here. I'm still learning the strategy myself, guys. So it's see, technically it broke here, so I could have got in. So I'm just going to get in now because it broke down and broke up. So I'm going to go ahead and get in with there and see. There's my first profit taking. It was $99. I swore I was at 600 and something here, right? Did I lose that much money on that last trade? Was that that bad a slip? Was I at 600? I can't remember. There's a couple people that are red up there, so I'm feeling pretty lucky right now. So this is a profit-taking zone now because I got in down here. So that's 181.17. That's 181.01. Nope, it's going the wrong way again, guys. Not making me feel good. Yeah, I guess when I got in a pretty bad at 98. I thought I was in right at that 86. I'm at 98. I'm all the way up here. How did that happen? Part of it is how my entries are not great because of market, I want to adjust the screen, but I'm afraid to take my finger off this button, quite frankly. Okay, so that's the first profit. Now, if it breaks that, yeah, I got to really wait for it to break that. Which is, if you look at the oh, there it went. It just broke it. What did I get it at? 14? Yeah, but then it dropped right when I'm looking at the ask now. So now we're looking for the next profits way up here. Do I dare hold it that high? Let's see how it goes. It's supposed to, that's the way the strategy works now. If it falls back off, you get out, but you're supposed to wait from this line to the next line or break down if it drops down here, get out. So let's see what happens here. It's only a 15 minutes of the market. We're almost done. I mean, overall, it's ending up not being bad if I don't get too cocky here at the end and get ready to get out. Wow, there it was. So I'll take that. Okay. So I don't think, what did I get? I don't know what I got it at. I saw it hit here for a second and I got out. Of course, it's going to keep going. So now the way I talked about this a little bit yesterday. Of course you can trade longer with this same strategy and these same profit things. It's designed that you're 15 minutes in and out. You set up your chart for 15 minutes and then you trade for 15 minutes. 30 minutes, you get out, $878. Now, had I taken the hit down here and got back in where I should have, I think I'd still be about 400 to 500. I did hold longer than I could, mostly out of shock. Mostly out of shock because of what happened there. I mean, really, that happened so fast. I absolutely should have gotten out right there. I believe I was negative $100 or something. That was absolute, but then it just boomed. Then it just boomed right past it again, and I was like, then it tortured me here for a while. Just like it's still in the red. I'm like, well, geez, I could just take it. I could just sell and then buy again. But I'm like, well, it's the same thing really, so maybe I'll just hold it. So either way, had I sold and got back in like here, I probably would have been close to red and lost all that money, maybe only $100, and then I would have got most of it back again, just playing the way it was supposed to be traded. Again, this is here, you're supposed to, go, once this breaks here, you're supposed to go up. There is no short strategy here. There is no go down, reverse. This is just plain which way the trend is going. That's what this entire strategy is. That was painful there, though. So I'm trying to figure out how can I prevent that from happening to anybody that's trying to emulate this strategy or something like this strategy. How to do that? That was just so fast. I know that I got comments on the last one about how can you trade. I could never trade at 1 minute, those kind of things. You get used to trading 1 minute where 5 minutes just seem like molasses, like you can't even trade them. They're so slow. I'm waiting forever. Typically on a 1 minute, it seems like a long time, but because we were dealing with these lines are tight for actually, AMD does seem to be moving a little jerkier than usual, right, guys? I mean, usually it's a bit smoother. We were doing some testing on Apple looking back on Apple after marking it off and seeing that, Apple has a $3 ATR on average, that Apple was real smooth for this kind of strategy. You could be making $200-300 very smooth because it just does not travel outside of its ATR. It just doesn't. It just stays real tight. So that might be a winner. And we still haven't set up the criteria on how to find the stocks. We're just trading AMD because it's usually, but this is a $6.80 ATR. It just might be too high for this sort of safe strategy. It felt very unsafe right here, as you saw. And even I, who am pretty fast, I was looking up at these guys, and by the time I looked down, it was like, whoa, it was already too late. It was just, so if I traded alone and wasn't watching people and wasn't curious, I probably wouldn't have got hit. I could make excuses. I don't know. Maybe it would have got me anyway. Maybe there's just no way around it. So how do we stop that? Lower share size, for one thing. Lower share size. Be happy with $100, 150, and you would have never been down 100 and whatever it was. I mean, that's one way to look at it. But yeah, so that's it again for today, guys, as far as this strategy goes. I'm going to be breaking in with NVIDIA trading the RV strategy, which I may share with you guys later, but I've already set that all up, so I've got to get over there. All right, guys, so thanks for watching today, and I wish this was a little bit more definitive that move didn't happen. I would have felt much better about that. But we still made $878, right? So that ain't hay, as they say. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Be careful. Stay green out there. We'll keep making this better and better, this strategy. Right now, it's a little messy, so you'll have to bear with it. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.